Okay, Sub versus Dub
Oh my God.
by My 2020 Podcast, aka Fellas Edition. We back with it. Your boy Binge God 91. Your boy Senpai over here. Your boy Primetime Buju Banton, aka Cool Ass Nigga.
What?
Back in the building.
He's stupid.
And we just gonna start off the top of the dome, the usual shit. Where's everybody's mental health? E, if you want to start.
Before we all start that, some of our viewers might want to know what's with the wardrobe change.
We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Don't worry. We gonna get to it.
What's this a new style? Is this something new?
Something little I picked up. Don't worry about it. Let's
got
just get
you.
to it. So where you at today right now?
I am at an 8
Okay.
because despite how much you niggas annoy me, I love being around you niggas. Y'all my niggas. And every time I get to hang out with y'all, it is always a good time. So we had a good ass time yesterday.
Oh man.
Always love bantering with y'all. And other than this and the comedic aspect, life has been pretty solid lately, copacetic, and things are moving into motion that I'm very blessed to have as far as the opportunity. I know, like, further down the line, I'm probably gonna say the opposite. Man, I'm tired, but in the long run, I know it's all gonna work out. So, again, at 8, I'm afraid to say the term happy because it's so fleeting. But
Wow.
then again, you gotta. I'll explain why. But then again, you gotta take whatever happiness you can get these days. So I will say I am happy. Yes, 8
Okay.
out of 10.
Okay. Where you at, Trevor?
I'm at an 8. I'm good. Chilling. You know, work is working. Everything's cool.
Okay.
Can't
That's it?
complain.
Okay.
Yeah. Right to the point, baby.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just telling you.
No, I got. That's my bad then. I got you.
How
It's
about
cool.
you, Ty? How you feeling?
How you
Okay.
feeling, Tom?
Yo, Walt, just make sure we do 15 minutes at this point, at a certain point.
Shout out to Walt. Thank you, Walt.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so I would say I'm at an 8. Birthday coming up in 2 weeks or so. Vacation coming up.
That's right, bro.
I'm only saying an 8 constantly right now because I still have to deal with real life shit and adulting.
Yeah, man.
That's really all I got, man. Life been good, relationship been good, chilling with y'all niggas been good and shit like that. So, you know, I'm straight with that. Speaking of relationships and shit, I want to segue into a question.
Mm-hmm.
Don't gotta take too long. I just want to see how y'all feel about it. And I'm gonna play. I forgot those 2 dudes podcast and shit. I forgot their names and shit like that. How they start off the podcast. Am I the asshole, or am I messed up if I want to postpone a deep conversation when both parties are not physically next to each other? Now, this is the premise. I'm going to just set it up for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm home. My girl's at work. She want to give me some pointers or let me know if I'm slacking in certain situations. That's how my relationship works. Sometimes they're like, yo, you kind of a little messed up on this point, or I feel like you didn't do this or something like that. Like, I just feel this way.
Is it 2 ways? Like 2-way street? Are you able to also do it? Or you just...
I'm not going bullshit, y'all. I don't start most deep conversations.
Gotcha.
I'm not the type of boyfriend to sit there and tell you, like, yo, I really feel like you fucked up on this point. If I do, I'm gonna tell you then and there. I'm just that type of person. If I do wait like a day or two to say it, it's just because I want to get all my shit out and think about it first before I talk to you. That's just me. I could be wrong in this situation. I really could be wrong. But like I said, the premise was she said a couple things for me to improve on.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there and I said to myself, okay, not to be petty, but I probably also had other things I wanted to have the full conversation with. But you're at work. My job and her job are 2 different things where I can't talk to you when you're at work. I can't call you on the phone when you're at work. But you can call me and do all those things at work. So I'm home. You're at work. I'd rather pause this conversation and wait until we have this conversation face to face. I'm the type of person, if you're gonna tell me I'm slacking on something or I need improvement or something, I want to be able to say, maybe there's some things you need to do as well, or maybe I feel like this when you're telling me this or some shit like that. That's just me. Now, it took a while in the conversation because I'm sitting there saying to myself, well, I got some shit I want to get off my chest too. But I don't have your full access. So I don't know how y'all relationship work or whatever in that MDEV situation, but do y'all like to pause? Is it wrong for you if you want to pause like a deep conversation you want to have with your partner? Or do you feel like you should just have the conversation through text messages?
You want to set it off?
Well, I wouldn't have a conversation like that on a text message. Right. If it could even be a phone call, if we're not close to each other, that works too. But I wouldn't do a text message. But yeah, I just have the conversation.
You have the conversation?
Yeah, because either way, you get time to think.
Okay.
So you would postpone the conversation?
Would I'd have the conversation.
Oh, right.
Rather through text or phone, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm going to have the conversation.
Okay.
I think...
Yeah.
I think it depends on the situation of the conversation. Like, there's some conversations I know I can like have on the phone that's like, okay, this is something I want to address, but it's not serious enough that I need to be in your face about it. Then there are those conversations where I'm like, nah, we need to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna talk about what, for me, I always say relationships is a two-way street, and most of the time, if you want it to work out, there's gonna have to be compromise to a realistic degree without compromising who you are. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do that, you got to have an understanding, and to have this understanding, we got to talk.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can do that to a degree on the phone. You can, but like I think it's better to postpone so you can gather your thoughts, like you said, and like, okay, I hear you, because again, it is about. I don't want to make it seem about just rebuttaling the person's point. Well, I feel like you don't give me enough attention. Well, okay, well, I don't give you enough attention. Like, you see how I immediately respond? I feel like it's not about just rebuttaling what the person's problem is. I listen, and that took like a learning experience to actually listen, sit down, absorb what they're saying. I had to let them get their point across. Okay, now that I acknowledge what you have to say, I do have some things I want to tell you.
But if I don't have your full access, then how is that supposed to work?
Agreed.
So it like I said, it wasn't. Our end of conversations are not arguments. They're just room for improvement.
Of course.
Now there are times where I hear what she has. I always hear what she has to say. It's not me trying to be an asshole to say, okay, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But if I got some shit I want to get off my chest, I'm not gonna set that tone, because I've been in bad relationships where you could fuck up my whole mood while I'm at work by saying that you got an issue with this and this and this and this, and it turns into a fight. I've had those type of issues. I'd rather sit here and say, just in case that this conversation turns into an argument or something, or turns into a back and forth, I'd rather wait till we're actually home. And I'm also going to set the premise to say this was probably, she waited at least 3 days to get this shit off.
Okay.
And saying the day of. So it's like you bringing back 3 days things that you had issues of. And I'm sitting there saying, but we've been home.
She could have like wanted
to. We've been
home,
seeing each other for the past 3 days, and you choose now to bring it up when I can't have your access. I can't have your voice. I can't have your ear, because all you're going to do is look at the quick message, reply, but you still got to go to work. I don't want to possibly fuck up your mood, or I don't even want to have a deep conversation when you're at work and I can't contact you as much as you contact me. That's just my situation for it.
Having those serious conversations through text is messy, man. Like, text gets mistranslated very easily, as y'all know. And I do agree with you. I rather like, but some people I'm learning is like different. Like, most of the times I'm like, Travis, if there's an issue, I'd rather address that shit now. Like, what are we doing? We're grown. Like, speak your piece. Let's hash this out. And let's move the fuck on.
Yeah.
But there's some people that feel like they don't talk it out. And then there are those that'll let it fester and fester and fester. And then by the time you do want to talk about it, I don't care anymore. Or rather,
it gets blown up.
It's blown
up. It's like
up.
I'm surprised.
And I can't, and
it's
I'm
like a left field type of situation. Yeah.
I'm just throwing you, like you said, it's like a left field situation. Like, where is this coming from? Well, 5 days ago, you said this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I did? Like, I might have forgot, because so much has happened.
Yeah.
So I do agree. I don't think you're an asshole, to answer your question. I just think there just needs to be a compromise. Like, hey, if something's bothering you, like if something's bothering you, tell me. Like, or if you don't feel like you have,
I'd rather. I can't. I know the asshole part is probably me pausing how you feel to set it up for the next day type shit. But I'd rather set it up the next day when I can actually see you.
Yeah.
I can hear what you're saying now and bring it up in person. I'm an in-person type of conversationist. Like, I want to have this conversation in person with time to do it. I don't want to sit here and have you think deeper thoughts while you're working. That's just me.
Yeah.
But
trust me, I've had situations too, and I guess we can move on, where like I'm trying to navigate through the complications of my relationship at work. And this man knows some of them, because I come to him like, this bitch is stupid, bro. I don't understand. And he's like, hey,
you think everyone's stupid?
Bro, I had the same shit at work too, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do we have a problem, bro?
Oh my God.
He just called us stupid before.
See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
You brought up an issue earlier, and I'm
Bringing it up
addressing
now.
it on the spot.
On
That's
the
how
spot.
you do this.
I hear you.
That's
This
how
is
you do
not what
this.
this is. He's being what we call petty.
That's not
He
being
is
petty.
being
Just
petty.
call me Ayana
You see how we
Chopper.
moved on?
Fix your
That
life.
shit was weeks ago. He wants to bring it up
It was
now.
weeks ago.
That shit was weeks ago.
But no,
it was a
either-
James Brown
Hey,
on cocaine
hey,
weeks
Either way,
ago.
either
Hey,
way,
let's
it's good.
move
It's
on.
good unless no.
Hey, don't
but
you fucking move me on, nigga.
Oh,
Oh God, now you snapping.
nah, but either way, it's good. It's fucked up when you're at work.
No.
But I'd rather have the shit at work or just if we're on the phone, fine. Niggas is gonna get mad. That's regardless. If you're not in each other's space,
It's a lot of factors when you're at work.
I feel like you could get more bars off when you're not in each other's face, because when you're in each other's face, you might be like, I know if I say this, she might react like this.
I guess
You know
that's what Ty means about like postponing the conversation so he can gather his thoughts.
Nah, but either way, however you guys feel is gonna come out. It's just
at some point.
the delivery of it.
Yeah.
And then when you're not in that person's face and you're over the phone, you can probably really talk some shit.
Yeah.
Versus like, if you're in person, you're gonna be like, all right, let me just tread a little lightly here. But as long as the conversation is had, granted, 3 days after is kind of like, what the fuck? Because you would kind of want to address it as soon as it happens. But, everybody's different.
I've been in a relationship where it take a person a week.
That's tough.
Yeah,
I'll be with them I had a relationship in college, and it would take a week, and I'll see her every night, like, you good? Yeah, I'm okay.
I just learned that some people,
and then like the fifth day come, I just I really felt like you did this, and I'm like,
even though after I asked you 5 days
every
in a
day.
row,
some people are just
most
like
niggas
that.
don't even ask their girl if they okay at all.
That's true.
Like,
because hey, no news is good news to most niggas. And then,
that's true too.
But to be honest, like it's like you said, I'm learning like some people are just like that,
and then some people
I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I don't agree with it either, but
it's just like sometimes you've been in enough relationships where you have to wait for that next landmine to be stepped on and shit to be like, oh, here go another one.
Right.
I gotta get ready. Like I gotta prepare myself with this armor and shit to be like, okay, you feel this way? All right, I feel this way. How do we improve on it? Until next time. Like it's the to be continued type of situation.
Yeah.
I think that's real relationships that you just really have to prepare yourself that there may always be some problems in your relationship or may be slacking in some type of way where you got to address it. And it's cool.
Sure.
Okay. I did have a quick question. Let's we can run through it. It was an interesting conversation I was having with a relative of mine, and I wanted to pose the question on you. So to set it off, we was talking about true forgiveness, right? Like we say true forgiveness because we say,
What is the definition first?
Well,
or your definition.
Well, I was gonna get to that because that's how it set off. Like, what is your definition of forgiveness? And I want to pose a question to you. So, to set it off, true forgiveness for me is me, like, kind of similar to your situation, with a little different, where it's like me and an individual who has done me wrong. Come to an understanding. They acknowledge what I come out and I tell them, or they acknowledge what they did is wrong. I come out and we have that conversation. We talk, words are exchanged, perspectives are exchanged, which I think is the most important thing. We hash it out. We good, we're good. We move on. Now, sometimes I may vary based on what that person might have done to you.
Yeah.
it'd be different if I had said something to like one of you guys
Mhm.
that y'all might have taken the wrong way versus me stealing. It depends on you. Like maybe
Depends on the crime.
yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. But most of the time, I feel as though sometimes I don't forgive, but I just
You move on.
it is what it is. Meaning that like I move on and I never get that closure. I
Mhm.
just wrap it up and just like I'm never gonna get it. It is what it is. Let's move on. And doing that, I fall back on the person.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like I think this year,
As you should.
this year, I've lost 3 close friends
Mm.
that I just decided I can't have you.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, not
No, but still,
yeah,
not in death,
in
but
a death way,
it
but
still
it's just
sucks,
like
though.
it does suck because
The friendship circle gets smaller the
As
older
you get older. Yeah.
yeah, and I you know you hear that and then you experience it.
It's way different.
Yeah. So I want to ask y'all like, have y'all I guess A, experienced something similar, and 2, what does forgiveness look like to y'all?
You want to start it off?
With the whole, like you said, true forgiveness. See, the issue is, all right, again, this is me talking from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's the whole forgive but can't forget. Again, like you said, I don't know
Do you think true forgiveness is like forgetting the action?
Nah. I
Mm.
think that you can forgive somebody, but it's still that thing that happened between you guys that's going to be in the back of your mind, which is why I think it can't be 100%. It might be 99.9% of forgiveness, but it's always going to be that 1%. Like, you did still do this shit to me, you know what I'm saying? And
It's
Right.
almost like the question is like if, like, for example, if somebody cheated on you type shit.
Mm-hmm.
The real question you have to ask yourself is, it's not that can you forgive this person for doing it? Could you ever let it go that they did this?
Yeah,
to you?
That's
Could you
basically.
live with the fact
that's a
that they
great
did this shit
question.
to you?
And the answer is I don't think so.
You don't
Personally,
think so?
no. I've had this conversation a lot where it's like, you know, I never condone cheating, but I do commend those that can continue a relationship. I know everybody's not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm learning that now, believe it or not, because again, these statements are always being said, right? And I know again, everybody's not perfect,
Mm-hmm.
and mistakes happen. But me personally, there's just always it's like Travis said, I can forgive you for what you've done, but man,
We can't move on from
I
this.
don't know if I can move on.
Yeah.
And worse, I don't know if I could be with you the same. Like my
Mhm.
whole demeanor would just be
Yeah,
different.
it's
I
not
couldn't
gonna
love you
change.
the same.
Yeah.
I couldn't make love to you the same because it'll just be in my head.
Or theirs.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can
Is
forgive
that
you.
what is a line for you guys? Like, if
What?
y'all don't mind me asking.
A line
Yeah.
In
of
terms
like,
of cheating?
Not cheating, but
or
like
just betrayal?
I get betrayal.
I don't think I've really.
I don't want to say I don't want to just put in the box as just cheating.
No, I get it.
But like as
well,
someone, even a guy, not a friend, someone
Yeah,
has
yeah.
done you so wrong. Like
Mhm.
you legit, like you mad at Shem, but that shit like legit hurt you.
It's a good chance I'm not friends with them anymore.
Mm.
You know, could forgive people for shit, but like you said, the relationship or whatever might be tainted at that point, and it might be like, yo, you know, what we had was great.
Yeah.
We had a great run.
I'm laughing, but you're right.
Friends or whatever girl you're dealing with, we had a great run. But you know what? Unfortunately, so we got to draw the line. This is it. See you on the other side.
True forgiveness.
Yeah, man.
I think it's possible. I'm sorry. I'm built very different,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the problem.
I'll talk about it.
Me and my father have a really rocky history.
Mm-hmm.
So if my own father can't really hurt me in the long run of things, nobody could do it at that point. Like I've had a situation where I did have the part-time dad on the weekends type shit for a good amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it came time for graduation and going to college and shit, me and my father didn't speak for probably about 4 or 5 years, or probably after I graduated and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation. The conversation it wasn't a real conversation until like a year or two after that, where I had to hear his human side of things, of how he was as a father.
Yeah.
And then I had to let him know my side of things, to say, I don't care if you fix this or not. If you plan on fixing it, do what you got to do. But if nobody, and this applies to anybody, not just my father.
Right.
If you do not hinder my life in any type of way, whatever you choose to do towards me, we can move past it.
Right.
If I can't forgive you, I'm not fucking with you. It's just that simple. I don't have many friends that's that close enough to me to really hurt me that much. I have a good amount of my friends are in categories. I have certain friends I talk to every day. I have certain friends I talk to 2-3 times a week or some shit like that. I have friends that I barely never speak to, but when I see them, yo, what up? It's like we back at it again type shit. Like, you want to know how I'm doing, I want to know how you doing type shit. I have a lot more of those friends than the smaller knit type of people. So I think I could forgive. Nobody has really done me wrong on a brother, not like chosen family type of level where I sit there and say fuck this nigga type shit.
Right.
I'm more of a forgiving or forget type of person. So
I commend that.
That's just how I feel about it.
Definitely. Yeah, that's pretty much, unless you want to add on to it.
Nah, that's all I got for
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, no. I just wanted to get y'all.
It definitely sucks though.
It does, because
Yeah,
it's like you said. I commend you on that, and I like relate. Like, me and my mother and I's bond is like nothing else today. But you know, it didn't start off that way.
Yeah.
You know, when you have young parents, it's hard.
Mm.
You know, it's because they're still growing up.
Right.
And my father and I are good too. But growing up and stop. And if you're watching, Dad, I love you, but tolerating your bullshit as I got older, and not as a father, but as a man, and me calling it out, not demeaning him, but just like, Dad, you're telling me one thing and doing another.
Yeah, the
And
inconsistency.
And then I'm trying to build a relationship with him, and he wants to do whatever he wants to do. It is like, yeah, it's hurtful, you know? But it's just like more like you said, it does break down into categories. Even those good friends I have, like, they're not you guys. You know what I mean? And in terms of like, God forbid we have a falling out, it would suck. I'm not gonna lie. Those guys, again, y'all are a moment in time, like Travis said. I wish y'all well, but just for my peace, we gotta end it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate y'all. Music.
I was gonna say, like, I was asking, me and Walt was talking about it earlier. Musically, besides, I still stand on what I said. The Clips
Can you remind me what you said?
And Freddie Gibbs have dropped the 2 best albums of the year thus far.
I'm still attempting to listen to a lot of hip hop shit for sure.
Yeah.
That is I was gonna say there is an argument for JID, but
his album isn't better than those 2 albums that I named. His album's like,
there's a lot of skips for me on JID.
It's in the top 5.
You know what?
It felt more like a mixtape to me than like an album.
Interesting.
He got some hits on there for sure.
He does have some hits.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm inclined to agree. I said it on the chat. I wished I had listened to it the last episode to really sing his praises, but that Freddie Gibbs album was, I don't want to say something special, like it's some unique thing, but this man was rapping.
I gotta digest it more.
Yeah.
As long as it's taking me, I'm sorry, it's just me digesting hip hop is very much harder now. I'm still stuck on my old R&Bs and finding a little bit of R&B here and here and here and shit like that. So to find like a good one hip hop song and put it there and stuff like that, it takes a lot more for me, and I'm trying. So I did hear JID's album. There are some slaps on there for me for sure. I thought the intro was fire, especially when he did the musical switch up and shit like that.
Right.
I did listen to the clips, not 100% heard it as much enough to digest it for y'all. Freddie Gibbs is still a good album for me. I got to go back to it for sure. I did start to listen to Chan's album.
I was gonna say his album is actually,
it's okay.
Nah, I
had to go back to Coloring Book.
I like Chance's album.
I started to listen to it and it kind of made me want to miss. I wanted to see how good Coloring Book sounded back then, because back then when Coloring Book came out, shit was a classic. But for me, I wouldn't say a classic, but it was a high anticipated album.
That's if you like. I didn't like Coloring Book.
I liked it Coloring Book when it came out. That's
because
just me.
I feel like
I was
in high school with this little nigga, right? When
he was on
dropped, when he dropped like Acid Rap and the shit and 7 Day or whatever the fuck it's called. Right. Like when he dropped 7 Day, I was there for that. Like, that was blog era shit. I was tapped in to what that man was doing. Everything he dropped at that time.
he was putting on hits.
I was locked in. So then when we got to Coloring Book and it felt very feature heavy, I was like, what is this?
It's just
to me.
I think it was literally just all the favors that I've done for you guys, let's repay you type of situation. I think it's still some good songs on it.
Now I feel like this album that he just dropped, he got kind of closer to his essence of who he was prior to prior to being like a bigger artist.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's all I really got.
I'm not too much of a chance guy.
I feel you. You ain't for everybody. Every artist ain't for everybody.
That's all I really got music wise for you.
You know, I just want to shout out my man Terrence Bud Crawford.
Yeah, shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford, baby. The boxing was.
I'm not gonna say defying the odds.
It was a good match.
I kind of would.
It was a good match.
I didn't realize how much people. I was shocked at the amount of people that were doubting him. Like, people were saying he was gonna get knocked out. I heard people were saying that Canelo, like,
that was one.
And I'm not saying anything about Canelo. Canelo is still that man.
Canelo was a good man. He did his thing.
He did do his thing, but you just that.
But
Crawford
just stood the test of time.
I just all week, actually, most of this year, me and my coworkers have been talking about this fight, and they've given me every reason to not believe that Bud would do this, and I still told them to their faces that he would do it.
Yeah,
he's going up in weight. Like, all right, seen this.
That's always the crutch.
We seen this.
He's
before.
not. That's not his comfort weight. Okay,
he's gonna get tired like by the 6th, 7th round because it's not his weight. All right, bet. Yeah, he could fight both ways, but I'm like, all right, okay, whatever.
You know what's so funny? They gave you every reason he would win.
Yeah, basically.
they literally gave you every reason he would win. He did just that. He went up in weight.
Yep.
He did not lose any stamina. That man, he probably could have won another.
He looked quick as fuck.
And then when Canelo did get him on the inside, he didn't run.
Yeah,
he went pound for pound with him.
Just stood
to
there
the point where Canelo had to back up. And what I like too about the fight too is that, like, people say there was a lot of respect factor to the fight. I say the same thing, but it's also
no grudge.
Huh?
There was no grudge.
There was no grudge.
It was a friendly sportsman.
But it's also IQ to me, because Bud wasn't so greedy with his shots.
No,
he knew the shots to take, and he knew, like,
he took his time.
His timing
was
that 9th round, King,
bro. Because Canelo's dangerous when it comes to, like, his stamina, his avoidance, his head is dangerous. So and he knew wrong.
I think it was respectful. I think it was all respect.
It was definitely respect, but at the same time, I think that also it equate to the IQ, because it's like I know not necessarily I'm up in points, but I respect you enough to know that, like, whatever
I can't fuck up.
Yeah, I can't
make any mistakes.
Right. So shout out to shout out to
Crawford. You know, I do want to say a lot of the experts were leaning in Crawford's favor this week. So
like the night of the fight.
No, like this week.
Oh, this week.
Like leading up to the fight. They were like, you know, I can see Bud winning. The simple fact that Canelo doesn't jab as much.
Right.
He's like, you know, Mr. Haymaker man. Like, he looks for that spot and then he's gonna knock you the fuck out.
Absolutely.
And he, you know, yesterday that proved to be his flaw.
But I think, because you mentioned with someone who's really good with his shots as well. But man, if I could give one negative, it had nothing to do with the fighters. Shout out to Netflix and everybody that sponsored. But my God, the fight started at 12, and these niggas didn't come out to 1:10 or something. I'm glad I didn't even
watch it last night. I'm glad I watched the replay.
That was crazy.
Like,
the replay was
I was
beautiful.
on the chat like, yo, where did they go? I was confused because they were playing. They started the walkout with a band.
Man had a mariachi band.
The mariachi band, and Crawford walked out. I was like, huh?
Yeah,
maybe
with a guitar,
with the little guitar. And
that was
skipping that shit.
Nah, that was actually an ode to Desperado. If you ever seen the movie Desperado.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I seen it a long time.
Towards the end, like, you know.
Oh yeah, he carry it with the gun in the hand. Yeah, I got it.
Basically, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
Good fight.
Definitely good fight. Canelo did his thing for sure. I don't really get to watch big event boxing matches like that in the first place.
There's not too many these days.
So it's not too many high paying matches like that in general. But
no one wants to fight.
Yeah, there you go. No one wants to fight. No one wants to lose.
But to be honest with you, I think Canelo did his thing the best he could.
I agree
in that situation.
100%.
And I felt like Canelo. I wasn't too sure until the 9th round that Crawford was going to win because
Really?
the situation, it felt like to me, Canelo was so strategic to keep him on the ropes. It was like, yo, get off the ropes, get out the corner. This man will do something to you if you stay in this spot. And I don't know if maybe I just read it wrong because I don't watch it enough. Where it seemed like maybe that was Crawford's like bait, like
yeah,
try me, I'm gonna catch you. Real
don't get me
raw.
wrong, most boxers will fall victim to the ropes.
Yes.
But you know that he's a
Crawford
generational.
definitely like he stayed long enough to wait for it to slip up somehow, and then
we saw 2 generational boxers go at it last night.
Right.
I
know the consensus was Crawford needed this more than Canelo.
Yeah, because his thing was, or people say that he hasn't really fought anyone.
Yeah, that's always Besides, I guess
Errol Spence.
Errol Spence was his big major fight of recent history.
Yeah,
they say like he hasn't really fought, so he needed to sign some doubters, which I do kind of agree with. They say they try to put and I know that's always what you're gonna get for pay-per-view. They'll try to make it so both fighters need this win. But to be honest, I'll lean again. This was big for Crawford. Canelo's fine. Canelo is always still going to be Canelo.
He's still going to walk out with a good amount of bread.
That's what I'm saying. And Canelo's.
Let me just say this: the fight was over, and the first thing they asked Canelo, "Hey, how you feeling?" I feel great.
Yeah, like I feel great.
You know why he feels great? $150 million just hit his bank account. I feel great.
I feel amazing.
I feel great.
That's what I love about boxing. Even if you lose, you still win a lot of money.
But here's the thing: on the flip side, I mean, this was the number. I think he probably earned more, but Crawford only made $10 million off that fight.
That's crazy.
Lying.
Yeah.
So how does that work? You know?
I'm pretty sure he got. I feel like he got at least 50, but 10 was the number that was like stated for his bag.
You think that? I don't know if boxers still do winning purses. Do they?
I would
like
think so
winner
with
gets
Netflix.
Yeah.
With Netflix deals and stuff like that, they have to.
So, but yeah, I mean, you know, shout outs to them.
Man, I don't want to get too political, but man, in terms of like.
We don't got to.
WWE and this boxing event, the Saudi Arabian, there's a lot of Saudi Arabian situations going on.
They got the bread, bro.
They do got the bread. I think they funding the damn near the whole event.
Nah, they
Saudi Prince.
one guy.
The
Prince,
Prince. Right? The Prince
funded everything.
I don't know if y'all heard talk quick wrestling, but they got
Saudi Arabia for 2027.
It did not go well. The press conference, they got booed out the building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did. If you think about it, it makes sense because, man, the whole Saudi thing, like, no shots at any regional countries, but it was very terminal from the beginning because remember, when WWE started doing business with them, that American journalist got killed. Forgive me, I don't remember his name, but the story was he was there. He basically was reporting on the corruption in Saudi Arabia. He went to a building, never came out. Around that time, WWE was doing business with Saudi. People were telling them, don't do this business. It's going to look bad for y'all. It really didn't. They making a lot of money. And I understand why. Like, they're making a lot. To the point where, like, niggas who go, that's it. I'm hanging up my boots, never wrestling again, are coming out of retirement to get that guaranteed $10 million check
I get it.
for that Saudi run. But it's the PR from it is not.
No bueno.
I think eventually in time. I think it'll give it some time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely
if the lineup is looking nice.
Yeah.
We got to set up the lineup on how WrestleMania 2027 is going to look.
I don't have faith in it. Saudi events are so. Let's move on.
I just really think you have to, wrestling-wise, you have to pay attention to the storylines now.
That's the problem.
And then you could probably predict the future.
That's the problem.
You can't figure it out right now?
Saudi Arabian, usually Saudi's events don't really focus too much on storyline. It's just like we just want big names. We want to see.
Got it.
They wanted to see Andre the Giant, not knowing he was dead.
That's tough.
That 1 year, yeah, bro. They wanted to see Yokozuna, not knowing that he's been since past.
Got it.
So they just want to say they want to see.
So he's basically saying Saudi Arabia is like not ahead with the times type shit.
Kind of.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So